I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. I'm starting a new segment called Breaking News, because it seems like I know about more what goes on in my community and what goes on behind the scenes and stories, more so than on what gets reported by the professionals. It seems I can find the missing people, missing guns, watch robbers steal stuff, and our system still don't know what's going on. So I'm going to be bringing you the story. I'm bringing back Paul Harvey, baby, and the rest of the story. And here's where it starts. I do apologize about my hair. Have you ever watched that Evan Almighty movie where he shaves and just grows right back as soon as he comes back down to the table and sits down for lunch or breakfast? Well, I brush my hair, and as soon as I sit down and make these videos, my brain inside just spins from all these stories, and my hair just comes back like this, so I do apologize. So, yes, bringing you some breaking news and breaking information and news stories, since our news can't do it and people don't really know what's going on in the real world. So I'll start this out with, people want to understand part of where I'm coming from with my feelings and with the things that I say and do and my actions. Well, let's look at the actions of others that have caused that in me. I was just recently robbed by another Indian. And these people are ruthless. I mean, they will just come straight up and slap you in the face and tell you to go screw yourself. Yeah, I took your shit. Too bad. I have to struggle to find ways to make money to pay my bills. And especially now with the lack of use of my arms, which was actually in great part thanks to another Indian, but that'll be another breaking story for another air. I'm not going to, in the past 7 months, I've been robbed by 5 Indians that has devastated my finances. It's devastated me. And they just laugh at you and piss right in your face. Like, so what, dude? What you going to do about it? I'm not going to go through all 5 of them, but I'm going to share some stories here. I'll start with the first one. I was supposed to have surgery 1 year ago next week on my colon. I have severe amounts of blood pouring out of my butt. Tampons don't feel good in your butt, let me tell you, especially when you're a dude. I don't know. I mean, these girls got some stuff, crazy stuff out today. I don't. All right, this world. See why my hair's like it is? Holy cow, this world's freaking nuts. So I'll go to the first one. My ex-wife, here, I'll put these links in. You can watch this. Who forged warrants for my arrest. Took my YouTube channel and literally forged my statement saying I go out and shoot police officers, and that's what the whole entire court case was over. Nothing but her completely slandering me, trying to get me thrown in jail just 2 days before Christmas and have my kids permanently taken away from me, which she did anyways, which the court systems, again, watch this video, they don't care, and I have no rights. Welcome to breaking news and the real world and the rest of the story. So when I moved here, before I moved here, I started a business. Nobody would give me a job. So I will be telling stories about how I got back on my feet once again in life, buried from the gutter, and did it all on my own. I'll be sharing those stories, hoping to inspire you to get off your butt and build and go and do. Tired of listening to all this. We can't get it to the voting office. Oh my God, people, if you heard my life and what I've been through, I don't want to hear shit about how you couldn't get to the voting office. How do you think I got back to a life living in the gutters and streets even at 15 years old and did it all by myself? Stories are coming. But let's stick to this. So this spring, I busted out a whole bunch of very expensive, high quality professional lawn equipment that I had for sale. Or that I had that I held on to because I was hoping to be able to make some money, and I'm capable of doing anything. And I move to a community and I find voids and fill them. Well, I'm not getting rid of my tools to fill those voids unless I get there and find out there's no need for it. So I held on to very expensive equipment. Well, I put it up for sale this spring so that I could get money in my pocket and pay my bills. And I couldn't get my surgeries. And then when I went to get surgery after I got all that court stuff clarified, my colon is now so bad that they couldn't perform the surgery, and still yet a year later have yet to perform the surgery because I'm so severely damaged they couldn't even do it. This is all in my medical records, people. So what did that Indian do to me? I put the stuff up on Facebook for sale, In the first day, because I sell stuff cheap and had a nice expensive equipment, I had $1,200 just worth in my weed whip, which was an Echo Pass system, the biggest one they make with all the attachments and everything. Pole saw, I mean, all the attachments for it. I had over $1,200 that I paid out of my pocket. I put it up for $350, and then I had a lawnmower and some other stuff that I sold. And the first day it was up for sale, I had 3 people. Hey man, I'll trade you guns for it. Hey, I'll trade you a truck for it. Hey, I got cash and I want to buy it. I'll be there Saturday. And this is on Wednesday. I remember it was a Wednesday. But then one of my local Indian neighbors saw the ad and just ran right over here. Dude, I gotta have it. Dude, I gotta have it. Well, I already got people who are interested, people who want to buy it, and I can even show you all of this in 7 months. Everything I'm telling you about that story, I have 7 months worth of text messages to prove it all. I just don't feel like going through all this stuff and trying to photocopy all this stuff and upload it to the computer, and then it's, for me, hard and a lot of work. And my computer stuff doesn't always like to cooperate, and I don't have the patience for it. I hope I show you enough that I can talk and you believe a lot of what I say, as unbelievable as it sounds. So, he sat there in my yard looking at the stuff, and sat there and said, look man, we're neighbors, we're family here, we're a community, we look out for each other, sell it to me please. I said, I already got somebody who is coming Saturday, and I told him, yes, you got the cash, come buy it. But man, we're neighbors, we're community here, we're family, we look out for each other, we take care of each other. He gave me this whole spew. Alright man, alright, I'll tell the other guy that I already sold it and you can take it. We loaded the stuff in his truck, and I said, alright, where's the money? Oh, I don't have it right now, I'll be back Friday. Wait, we just loaded all this stuff up and we just went through all of this and you don't even have the money? Man, I'll have it Friday. You know me, I'll have the money. I don't let nobody down. Here we are 7 months later. I'm still waiting for my debt to be paid. Since then, he has actually had the nerve. Again, I got this all in text messages. Hey man, I got a car, I'll sell you for $400. And my response was, hey, how about this? You give me the car and $200 and we call our debt even, and I won't even charge you interest for the 7 months you've been jacking me around, lying to me, hiding from me. 3 months. I'd go over to his house and he'd hide behind his girlfriend, hide in the house, lock the door. You could pull up and watch him run and hide when he sees me coming. Would not answer a single text, a single phone call for 3 months after that. And I'm still waiting to get paid. That completely screwed me. It devastated me because I needed that money to try to invest, to make other money, to try to keep on my feet and pay my bills and not lose it all, including my mind. See where my hair's coming from? That was the first one, and that was a big one. I have a motorcycle sitting out here that I bought from another Indian. And I went over, picked up the bike, paid in full. And it said, all right, where's the title and the rest of the body of the motorcycle? Oh, it's over at my mom's house. Tell you what, you just take the bike home and I'll go get the title and the rest of the parts and I'll meet you at your house in an hour. All right, cool. Stupid me, trying to be trusting. I'm a man of my word. I believe in a handshake. These people don't believe in anything but stabbing people in the back. That was 5 months ago. Guess what? I have not heard or seen a word from him since. Texted him, called him, nothing. I did, however, run into his dad and asked his dad about it. Hey, you got that title over at your house? No, there is no title for that bike. Ha ha ha. I don't know why he told you there was one. He knows there isn't. And laughed. I should have dug deeper, but the less you know, sometimes it's the better that you don't know. And this is what scares me about that story. On top of now I just have a pile of rubbish out here that now I have to question, is it stolen? Because here's another one that I didn't get involved in. This doesn't include the 5 times I've been robbed in the past less than a year by these people, all of different people. Here's another one. I had a guy call me up, want to sell me a pickup truck. A Dodge Ram with a snowplow on it. This was like a 2012 or something like that. It was a newer, and he calls me up and wants to sell it to me for $800. What's wrong with it? There's $800. That's like a $5,000 truck. There's something wrong. $800. Something's not right here. Oh, I need money, and I'm broke. So I go over to his house to look at it. I said, you got a title? Yeah, it's in the house. Come on. We walked into his house. And he starts scrummaging through. I mean, listen to this. Listen to how deep these people will go. Going through paperwork that he's on in his kitchen, on his kitchen counter. And he's flipping through it and goes, oh, shoot, I hope I didn't throw it away in that other stack of papers I just threw away. Well, I'll try to get you the title. You want to buy it? No, I'm not touching the thing with the 10-foot pole without a title. 3 weeks later, he calls me up. Hey, give me $500. Come give me $500 for this truck. Well, did you find the title for it? Well, no, there is no title. So-and-so actually got pissed off at somebody and went and stole their truck and then dumped it on my property. Now I need to get it off of my property because I don't want it here. Wait. You're kidding me, right? Let's take the story a little deeper. He did actually sell it to another Indian who now has the truck on, or did have it. I have, again, the conversation with this guy in messages. I don't know if this guy knew the whole story, but he put the truck up for sale, claiming there's nothing wrong with the truck, which I know there's all sorts of stuff wrong with the truck. The power steering pump, it's got a dead cylinder, and the guy who bought it from him drove it all the way home in four-wheel drive high on drive pavement and burned up the rear end. I know the whole story behind this truck, but yet this guy's trying to sell the truck for $2,000, now for $2,000, with no title, and claiming there's nothing wrong with it when I know the whole story behind the truck. So I just thought, let's play, let's have a little fun. So I messaged the guy, hey, did you know that truck's stolen? The truck's not stolen, it can't be stolen, I have a title for it. Well, it says right in your ad that you don't have a title for it. Oh yeah, I was able to get the title for it, I have a title for it now. I know the truck's not stolen. Well, dude, I was just trying to look out for you, man. I just didn't want you to get caught with stolen property and get in trouble. I don't care about the whole deal, just letting you know that truck was stolen. Or at least the information I got said it was. No, I got a title. I don't want to hear that. There's nothing wrong with this truck. It runs great. You want to buy it? And he kept trying to get me to buy it. Even the next day, he sent me a message. You want to come buy it? No, dude, I know the deal with that truck. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. But I had an idea. I'm going to have one of my friends inquire about this truck and see what he has to tell them. Well, guess what? He told me he's now got a title and that truck isn't stolen. And there's nothing wrong with it, but then tells my friend who messages him the next day, oh, I don't have a title for it. There is no title. It's just a yard truck. I've had this truck for years, which is baloney. He just got that truck a few months ago. These people are full of it, just completely full of it, and I'm sick of it. It's part of why I got away from the shitty, because I'm tired of the backstabbing. I hate money. I hate it. It has made people so backstabbing, greedy. I can't stand it. And I can't blame the money, it's the people. So a month ago, I'm trying to find ways to recoup and make money and get back on my feet. I live in a camper in a climate that gets seas 20 plus below zero. My house was burnt down. My cars, I lost everything, even my cars. Even my camper that we were putting together for other people. Go back and watch my video about the Ark. And I had people who, I'll talk more about that later. Let's stick to the breaking news because there's so much of it. So, that motorcycle, is it stolen? Is it same deal with that pickup truck? Because I keep seeing these stories going on and all around me. So let's fast forward through me actually getting screwed over several more times since then. And a month ago, a guy puts up a snowmobile, 2 snowmobiles he put up for sale in one ad on Facebook. And it's just 2 blocks from my house. Right here local. And it was a good price. I said, hey, I can make some money off of that. I need to make some money. I got to keep finding ways to make money. Because I got bills to pay. I don't go out and have fun. I don't play, and I do not live an extravagant life by any means. There's a new series coming out, Living the Simple Life, and I'm going to show you how I do it. How do I live off of $400 to $500 a month and still have so much, and do so much, and capable of so much, even in my handicapped state? Well, because I have a brain. and I have drive, and I have a lot. I'm starting to lose it, and I need help keeping it together. And this right here is part of why. So a month ago, I go over and look at these snowmobiles. Paid cash for both of them. I went and picked up a friend of mine to help me because I can't even ride a snowmobile. I can't use my arms. I can't even hold my arms out and hold onto the grips of a snowmobile and even be able to do that. So I took a friend with me to help me out. Now you can see the guy I bought it from says right there, he lives on the res, which is short for reservation. That's the Indian reservation. You see, I asked him, hey, I can't move my arm. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I gotta get my arm up. You see, he lives on the res. Hey, sweet, I'm just around the corner. I live 2 blocks from the res. You can see I'm funny. I like to make people laugh and smile and have a good time because that's who I am. But this is who the other people are. So I pick up my buddy. We go over. We look at these sleds. I pay for both of them. These stupid computer stuff. God. I cut out the names and whatnot, so that I don't want to give, and I did not put his actual address in here. I don't want to give, even for, all the stuff I talk about, I'm not giving the criminals' names and people's names to go to that extent. Mostly to protect myself, because nobody else protects me but me. And then I just get attacked and hurt. So I have to protect myself somehow, right? So I asked him, hey bud, did you get that other, oh, well, I guess I gotta, so when I went over there, I could only put 1 snowmobile on my trailer at a time. I probably could have got 2 on there, but it would have been a battle, and it was so much easier just do 1 at a time. He only lives 2 blocks from here. But a tree fell down in his yard and was blocking the drive back to the other sled. So we said, hey, we're going to get the section of tree cut out to get back there tomorrow or the next day, and you can come pick up that other sled tomorrow night or the next night. Shook hands, and I trusted him, and I paid in full cash for him. I had a friend there who was a witness, and not only was he a witness, he's the one who actually bought the sleds for me. Didn't buy them. We actually wheel and deal and trade. And that's how I try to survive and pay my bills. Got to do something. So we picked up the one, brought it home to my house. And a couple days later, the guy who helped me said, hey, I want that sled, and I want both of them. You want to work out a deal? So we worked out a deal. And it's part of where I'll be sharing and how you can really make money. And I've learned here a way you can make a really good living. Not even living, I mean, you can live comfortably and make money and do this. But you have to have the knowledge to. Is buying out-of-season sport equipment and then reselling it in season. You can literally buy it for 10% of the cost and then resell it for 100%. And just pick up stuff, drop it off, let it sit here. Maybe even get to play with it yourself. I can't, because I can't use my arms or my back or a lot of my problems that I have. But at the same time, it's still fun watching other people do it, and I let other people come over and play on the toys, and I wish my kids were here to play with them. But at the same time, I got to sell them and make money. So the guy who came over with me to pick up the snowmobile and saw the whole deal, knew the whole story, knew I paid for him in full, knew everything, and this guy actually lives 1 block from the reservation. He's closer to this guy than I am. So, here we are. Hey, did you get the other sled? I don't, whatever that means. When can you? You said you got a tractor? Yeah, I got a tractor, but now there's snow on the ground and I can't get my tractor out of the drive. My tractor shouldn't be required to get the snowmobile onto my trailer. He even has a 4-wheeler sitting there and said we could use a 4-wheeler and drag it out. Get it out from the backyard. Tell him I can't get my tractor out. And I get no response. Hey man, I sold those sleds now at this point. I'm still waiting. When can I get that other one? Okay. Okay, well, I mean, it's the guy who was with me. He lives right by you. Can he come grab it? Okay. Well, guess what? My buddy did go over there and try and get it from him, but he tried selling it to my friend. My friend said, wait, I was here with Jason. Jason already bought it. He already paid for it. It was already his. I'm not paying for it again. Well, the guy told him, you want it? You're going to pay me for it now. Still asking, hey bud, when can I get that other sled out? Especially after I got the story from my friend that this guy told him that now he has to buy it all over again, even though I already paid for it. Hey, when can I come get that other sled? Sold it? What do you mean you sold it? You sold it to me. I already paid for it. Never came and got it. Got rid of it. Wait, I've been asking you several times to come and get it. My friend came over to your house. I've come over to your house trying to get it. I'm just not going to walk out in somebody's backyard when they won't answer the door and take stuff, even though it's mine. Because then, somebody's got a camera. I know cameras. I got 15 cameras up on my property. Come mess around here. I don't mess around anywhere else. And there are ways around it, but there shouldn't be any reason to be playing these games. So, what do you mean you sold it? You sold it to me. You never came and got it, so I got rid of it. I was waiting for you. Look at all these messages, and I haven't even aired all the messages. I can air more and more and more of them. And then he's going to tell me and come up with just more excuse, spit in my face baloney. He wasn't delivering it. Wait a second. I never asked you to deliver it. I came and got the other one with my own truck and trailer. Nobody said anything about delivering nothing. He's just full of shit and playing games. And I know, especially since my friend who tried picking it back up and said, and the guy told him, I'm going to sell it to you. You can't just go pick it up. Even though I had already paid for it and it was mine and sold it to this other guy. And we've already worked out a deal. And the other sled that he got, he actually sold to another guy. So that one's already even gone through this whole mix. And he wants this one to use for something else. But that was all part of our deal. But now our deal is what? Screwed because this guy screwed me and tried screwing him and tried screwing everybody? Why are you bugging me? Are you kidding me? Why am I bugging you? Because I bought something from you, a snowmobile. I bought a snowmobile from you. It wasn't like I came over and borrowed a pencil. I bought a snowmobile from you. And you sold it behind my back after I already paid for it. It's been sold. This guy's a joke. And this is all I've dealt with him. This is it. This is all I've dealt with. And then his last messages to me after I said, wait, it was mine. You sold it to me. Well, it's gone, so leave it alone. You're kidding me, right? You're going to sit here and play games and play games and play games and spit in my face and piss on my head and then tell me, screw you? Now, you understand a lot of where I'm coming from. And the Paul Harvey with the rest of the story of what really goes on here. Well, hope you all have a good day.